Okay. These are the 8 things which crawler is going to read: title, description, headings, link, bolds and italics, image, all, file name, and first line of the para. In all these places, what you need to do is you need to insert your keywords. That means if somebody is searching for a particular keyword on SERP, then your website should rank on SERP. That is the whole meaning of on-page SEO. Now you have done, assume that you have done on-page SEO for a particular page in your website. After that, you need to submit your website to Google. Submitting your website to Google is not mandatory. You need to submit your website to Google. Submitting your website to Google is not mandatory. But if you want faster results, that means if somebody is searching a particular keyword on SERP, then you want a faster result. That means suddenly you want it to appear. Then you have to use Google Search Console and you need to submit it to Google. If you do not submit your website to Google, then crawler might come to your website after 15 days or after 10 days or after 1 month also. You cannot wait for 1 month, right? So that your website ranks on SERP. When you cannot wait for 1 or 2 months so that your website ranks on SERP, at that time, if you are in a hurry, then go and submit your website to Google. Every time, even if you are not in a hurry also, but 100% make sure that you submit your website to Google. That means all pages, blogs, whatever it is, products, each and everything you need to submit to Google. But if you are lazy enough and your website is not such active website, then you can wait and keep calm. But if you want faster results, please go for this. And if you do not want faster results, also make sure that you submit your website to Google. Submitting your website to Google is only one time. Many times you cannot submit to Google. If you are submitting once, that is more than enough. So submit to Google your website only once. After submitting to Google, he will ask you, Google in the sense Google Search Console or Webmaster Tool. After submitting to Google, he will ask you, okay, before submitting, there are two options. Domain option is there and URL option is there. Do not go for domain options. Here, all your websites will be submitted. Subdomains and all completely, all things will be submitted. Always go for URL option. Click on URL option and submit your website. That means submit your URL of your website. After submitting your URL of the website, he will tell you to verify that it is your website only. That means you have to verify ownership. You have to prove, yes, this particular website is my website only. So there are many ways to verify, but go with HTML tag verification. It is one of the easiest thing. Go with HTML tag verification. Copy the code from here. Copy the code from here and paste it in the WordPress dashboard. Where you have to paste in the WordPress dashboard? Click on Appearance, Theme Editor, and under Theme Editor on the right side you will be seeing Header option. Click on Header option. Then see the code. Where head is starting, head will start like this, right? Head. And then you have to paste your code over here. Before head ends, you need to paste your code. Just before the head ends, you need to paste your code. Then come to your Google Search Console and click on Verify URL. Then your verification will be done. After that, so first we will do verification. First we will submit our website to Google. So to do that, Kushal, please listen. This is only you asked me, right? Google Search Console or Webmaster Tool. Search for anything. Google Search Console. I'm searching on new tab. Just click on Google Search Console and click on Improve your performance on Google Search. When you are creating Google Search for first time, this thing will not appear. Like this, it is going to appear. Domain, URL. Do not go for domain option. Always go for URL prefix option. Now, which domain you want to submit? That means which URL you want to submit, you need to select. So I'm selecting this particular domain. Now copy this URL over here and come back over here and paste it over here. You have to enter a particular URL over here. Click on continue. Verifying property for this particular account. So for your website also, 80, what is it? 80 EPS, 80 ES. Yeah. For that website also, you need to enter that particular URL over there then click on continue. Then this kind of tab appears to you. Don't go with this thing. Don't go with all these things. Always select HTML tag. You can select this thing, but you do not know Google Analytics and Tag Manager. That is the reason I'm telling you. This is the best option right now. Go for HTML tag. Then here a code appears. Copy this code. Copy this code. Copy it to clipboard. That means I have searched on Google for Google Search Console. Just click on it. Then domain option will come and URL option will appear. Always go for URL prefix option. Copy your website URL and paste it over there and click on continue. Then he will ask you to verify ownership. That means you need to prove whether this is your website or not. So now I am proving whether this is my website or not. So I have just copied the URL over here. Click on copy. Then where you need to paste it is go to your website. Just log into your website. Log into your website. And when you log into your website, on the WordPress dashboard, there is an option called appearance. Under that option, there is an option called theme editor. First, see where appearance is in the dashboard. Click on appearance, put the cursor on appearance, then you'll be seeing a theme editor. Go into theme editor. So to do that, first I need to log into my WordPress website. So for this particular website, I'm going to submit it to Google. Submitting to Google is only done once. Every page you need to submit later. First, you need to prove that is your website or not. So now I'm proving whether this is my website or not. I have copied the code, and where you need to paste is go into appearance, then go into theme editor option. Appearance and theme editor. When you go into theme editor option, here click on header. Okay, I have clicked on header. Can you see on the right side, header is there because where he told me to paste, copy the meta tag below and paste it in your site's home page. It should go in the head section before the first body section. So he's telling me to paste in the head section, so I'm pasting it in the head section. You cannot scroll whole thing, so just put on, click on theme header or header. Then you will see a link over here. That means, sorry, code over here. Your head section starts in the 12th line and see where your head section is going to end. In 20th line, it is going to end. So put the cursor on the 19th position and click on enter. Here you need to paste the code. I have copied the code from here. He's telling me to paste in the head section. Come back to your website. Under theme, there is an option called theme editor. After that, click on header because he's asking me to paste it in the header. Click on header, then a code appears. See where the head is starting and also see where it is ending. Just above where it is going to end, you need to paste the code. Now click on save the changes. That is update file. This should be done only once. If you remove the code from here, again you can do, but just only once, it is more than enough. Now click on verify. That means you are verifying that yes, this particular website is my website only. Now ownership verified. Now what does this mean? I have proved to Google Search Console that yes, this is my website. So that means I have given some OTP kind of thing to Google Search Console. This is how you need to prove or verify your ownership. Domain, URL prefix. Go into URL prefix option, enter your website URL. Click on continue. Then he will ask you to verify ownership. Go for HTML tag method. Then copy the code from there and paste it over here. Appearance, theme editor. Click on header on the right side. See where the header is ending. Just above the header, just above the head section, you need to paste the code and click on update file. After you update file, click on verify. Then automatically it will be verified. So ownership verified option will appear to you. Now what you need to do is after submitting your website to Google, yesterday what I have told you the example of Spider, right? Spider creates a web in the sense all the websites will be present over there and you're just outside of that web. So what you need to do is you need to enter into that web. Now because we have submitted our URL, that is you have submitted your website, you have entered into that web. You are outside of the web, you have entered into that particular web. Now what you need to do is, suppose yesterday we have submitted some post over there, right? How we have submitted we have done on page for some posts like top restaurants, resorts, tourist places and all. Assume that you want to submit that particular post to Google. It has already been indexed, so I am not going to do it again. But if you want to submit it again, I'll tell you how to do that. Now, same for pages also, whether it is a post or page or a product, whatever it is, just click on that particular thing, copy the URL. Now, if it is a home page, then you have to copy the home page URL, come back over here and paste it over here and click on enter. Then it means that you are requesting for crawling. After requesting for crawling, there will be an option called request indexing. Click on request indexing. Done. That particular page you have requested for Google to come into your website and crawl that particular page. Again, go to some other page. Again, copy that particular page URL, come back over here, enter that URL over here. Now, suppose about us page. About us page URL you need to enter over here. Click on enter, then automatically it means you are requesting for crawling. Wait for it to wait for 30 seconds or so. After that, there will be an option over here called request indexing. Click on request indexing. Here it will take some 1 or 2 minutes. After that, just keep it like that. Then again, third page, whatever the third page is, copy that third page URL, come back over here, paste that third page URL over here, click on enter. That means you're requesting for crawling. After you have requested for crawling, here another option will appear called request indexing. Just in the place of search console insights, another option will be there like this. I'll show you. All these things are indexed actually. So let's take this. See, I have submitted some URL over here. Then what is telling me, retrieving data from Google Index. That means you have requested Google so that it will crawl your website. It has already been crawled and it has already been indexed also. That is the reason here request indexing option is not appearing. But generally, if it does not get indexed, then here request indexing option will appear. First, enter the URL over here, click on enter. After that, it will take some 15 seconds or something time. After that, your option appears called request indexing. Click on request indexing. Here it takes 1 or 2 minutes. After you are done with request indexing, just keep it like that. After that, you need to wait for at least 8 to 12 hours. Now, yesterday, before in 6 to 8 hours, your page would be crawled and indexing would be done. But yesterday, whichever pages we have submitted to Google, that is for Google Search Console, we have submitted at around 12:30 or 1 o'clock. But until midnight, 1 or 2 o'clock, it didn't get crawled and it didn't get indexed. Because even after 8 hours, it didn't get indexed. These days, your pages or your website is not getting indexed very easily. It is taking, sometimes it is also taking 2 to 3 days of time to get indexed. Because Google, so many websites are there in the server and everybody will be submitting their websites to Google Search Console. So it is becoming very hectic for Google also. That is the reason it's not like before anymore, where your website would be indexed in just 6 hours or 8 hours. Now it is taking some at least 12 to 15 hours, or sometimes 1 day or 2 days also it is taking. So do not panic like why it is not getting indexed and all. Just wait, have patience. Look, no matter if you click on request indexing for n number of times also, it does not matter actually. Because even if you click on request indexing button n number of times also, Google will not care. If you have to do it once only, then Google will index your website within 12 hours or one day or something like that. So that's it. First, if you want to submit your website to Google, you have to submit the URL, then verify the ownership, copy the code, paste it in the header section of theme editor. After that, your particular website URL will appear over here. See for which website you are doing. That website pages only you have to paste over here. Click on enter. After clicking on enter, click on request indexing. After that, wait for 12 hours. That's it. After 12 hours, how to check whether your website is indexed or not? Like this, you need to check. Now, site colon odmt.in. Sorry, you should not do like this. You have to copy the URL and you need to paste it. Site colon. Because how will you know whether your website is indexed or not? You should know whether your website is indexed or not, right? This is how you will know whether your website is indexed or not. Site colon https odmt.in. See, all these pages are indexed. Final URL in Google AdWords, ODMT students website list, Google AdWords glossary, Cognizant AdWords interview questions, contact us page, all these pages. See, if you observe ODMT, how many pages are there? Hardly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages are there. Here only 7 pages are appearing. But see over here, if I have clicked on site colon https ODMT, n number of pages are there over here. If you see, observe this ODMT, ODMT, ODMT. Everywhere ODMT is only there. That means what I told, ODMT has some 1,000 pages, I told, right? Around 1,000 pages. Amazon has some 30 crore products. When you have 1,000 pages, you cannot add all your 1,000 pages to the menu. But create all those 1,000 pages, and for all the 1,000 pages, you need to do on-page optimization, and you need to submit all the 1,000 pages to the Google Search Console also and request for indexing. Then only there is a chance that it will, when you search for site colon, all the pages will appear. Otherwise, if you do not submit to Google, it will take time and it will appear maybe 1 or 2 months. See, this is also, are all these pages appearing on menu? They will not appear because you have not submitted all this, you have not added all these pages to the menu. But if you want to increase your SEO rankings, make sure you add more and more and more content to your website, because your search engine rankings, that is your SEO rankings, depend on 3 factors. This is, however, this is backlinks topic. Do not worry. Your SEO rankings depend on 3 factors. The first one is whether your website, that is the age of your website, or you can call it as old domain, age of your website. And the second one is traffic, how much traffic you are getting for your website. And the third one is backlink. So when you have given, you are doing on-page optimization, still you are not appearing for any keywords, please don't get panicked. In 1 or 2 days, you are not going to appear on SERP. It will take some time. That is the reason SEO is not some easy thing to do. It is really difficult, and if it is a new website, it is more than difficult. It will take at least 6 months to 8 months of time. And these are the factors on which SEO depends: age of your website, traffic, and backlinks. So make sure you do on page and simultaneously you should do off page also, so that you can sustain your rank on SERP, that is your SEO rank on SERP. To increase your traffic, obviously you are doing on page, you'll be doing off page, and through Google Ads also you can increase the traffic of your website. And age of your website also matters, because so many websites are there on the SERP whose age is some 10 to 15 years, and suddenly you just created a new website. You will not rank just like that. You need to do double hard work to rank on SERP. So these are the ranking factors which are told. I will repeat those ranking factors while I'm teaching off pages here. Now site colon, that means to check whether your website pages are indexed or not. Now let's see, for that particular website which we have done yesterday, we have submitted 2 blogs, right? Let's see whether our blogs are indexed or not. Now site colon, this particular URL. See, yesterday all these things we have submitted. We have submitted top resort, we have submitted best tourist places, and I have also submitted top restaurants in Hyderabad. All the 3 blogs which are in my website, I have submitted to Google. Now these 2 in the class only I have submitted, this one I have submitted later. Now that means, what does that mean? These 3 blogs are, when I click on site colon, all these blogs are appearing to me. This means somewhere on the SERP, your website is present. Site colon tells you whether your website is indexed or not. That means somewhere on the SERP, your website is present. You do not know where it is present, but somewhere it is present. That is the reason When you click on site colon and your URL, your index pages will appear. Your index pages or your index post, whatever it is, whatever you have submitted to Google. Now yesterday I have submitted this particular thing, and this particular thing. After requesting for crawling, I have clicked on request indexing. That's it. I have not done anything else over there on Google Search Console. After that, you have to wait patiently for some hours or one day. Then when you click on site colon your website URL, your pages will appear on SER. Now, catch colon. What is catch colon, Pranita?
When did crawler visited our website, we will know.
Yes. See, I have clicked on. Okay. See, I have clicked on catch colon and ODMT URL. That is your website URL. Anything you can click over there. Now, when I clicked on catch colon your website URL, that is ODMT URL. See over here. It is a snapshot of the page as it appeared on 2nd December at what is the timing? 7:58. This is the timing. So it just crawler has visited ODMT just yesterday at 7:58. So this is how you can know when did the crawler visit your website to collect the data and to categorize the data. If your data is categorized, then just click site colon and your website URL. Then you will get to know whether it is indexed or not. What is the meaning of index? Just categorizing the data is known as indexing. So first, collecting the data with the help of catch colon you have to see, that is crawler has visited or not. After that, with the help of site colon, you have to see whether it is indexed or not. These two things you need to see. Third one, relevancy, calculating relevancy and ranking factors, Google is going to give us. You cannot do anything over there. What you can just do is you have to just increase the traffic, give good content, use good keywords, that's it, and have a secure website, have a lengthy content. Lengthy content is mandatory actually, and have an original content. All these things you need to do. This is how you need to check whether your website is crawled or whether your website is indexed or not. After submitting your website to Google Search Console and submitting all your pages also. That is requesting all your pages for crawling and indexing. Now we will do one more thing. Yesterday we have submitted 2 to 3 blogs we have submitted on Google Search Console, and after that we have requested for crawling and we have requested for indexing. Now just now we have seen site colon and my website URL. We have seen that our blogs are indexed. That means somewhere on the SCRP my particular website is present. Now we will see where exactly our website is ranking for some particular keyword. Let's see, it is not easy thing, but let's see if it is ranking or not. How to check whether you are ranking for a particular keyword or not, we will learn today. Now this is new topic. There is a tool called SEO Quick. When you are doing SEO, or generally every digital marketer will have a tool called SEO Quick. Install and activate this SEO Quick tool. So how to install this SEO Quick tool is, just click on new tab. Here, search SEO Quick, click on enter. Now this is a tool, click on a powerful SEO Quick tool. Install SEO, it is free, it's a free tool. So click on SEO Quick. Now here, after installing, add it to the Chrome. Click on add to Chrome, add extension, that's it. Now see over here, if I search digital marketing training in Hyderabad, then you can see the rankings over here. Can you see? 6th position, this particular website is ranking. Before, you are not seeing the digits over here, the numbers over here, that these are SEO rankings. To see the SEO rankings of a particular website for a particular keyword, then you have to install a tool called SEO Quick. First, install a tool called SEO Quick. Then after that, just add it to the Chrome and add the extension. Automatically, whenever you search for a particular keyword, then you can see the SEO rankings of any website. Now for this particular website, this is ranked for this particular keyword, this particular website is ranking at 6th position. They are ranking at 7th position. They are ranking at 8th, 9th, 10th. Like this, you have to check SEO rankings of a particular website. Now, this is not our website, right? We have not written a blog on digital marketing training in Hyderabad. So I have already Okay. Now go back to your post. Here we have written our post yesterday and top resorts in Hyderabad. Let's see if we are ranking for any of the keyword which we have given in top resorts in Hyderabad on SCRP or not. How to check? First, download the SEO Quake tool. Then, wherever you have given the keyword, just search for this particular keyword. Now, over here, I have given an alt text called top resorts in Hyderabad for team outing. So, copy this code over here and paste it over here. Click on enter. Now, how to check whether you are ranking on SCRP or not? First thing is I have downloaded my SEO tool, that is SEO Quake tool. That is done. But SEO Quake tool also, what if you are ranking at 99th position? There is no rule that you should rank on first position only, right? Is there any rule like that? And if it is a new website, 100% you are not going to land in the first position or in the first page. Assume that you are in the 99th position. So what will you do? You will again, you don't know that you are in the 99th position. You still don't know that you are in the 99th position. You have to figure out on what position you are ranking. For this keyword, now this particular person is ranking at first position, they are ranking at second, third, fourth, fifth, like this, they are ranking. Now assume that you are ranking at some other position called 37th position. Now again go into second option. We do not know if you are ranking at 37th or not, but we have to check. Again for 11th you will be checking. Again for 12th you will be checking. No. Again 13th no. Again 14th no. Again 15th no. Again 16th also no. Like this until 37 comes, you need to scroll. Now as you, okay, here also you are not there. Now again scroll. Again scroll down. Like this you have to scroll. Assume that this is your website only. What is happening over here? You are wasting your time. Though you have installed SEO Quake tool, you are seeing the numbers, but still you do not know at what position you are ranking. At that time, after installing SEO Quake, go into settings and click on search settings and change the result per page to 100. Change the result per page to 100. After changing the result per page to 100, click on save. Then all the 100 results you'll be seeing in one particular page only. No need to go into second page, third page, or anything like that. See now, I cannot go to some second page or third page because all my results are in one page only. Okay, now assume that, okay, all my results are in one page, but still I don't know at what position I'm ranking, right? Now assume that there are 100 results we are doing per a page, 100 results per page option we have selected over there. Assume that you are at 99th position and you do not know you are at 99th position. So again you have to do the same process, 77, 78, 79, 80, like this. Again you have to search. You have to search and you have to search until 99th position. Again it is waste of time. So at that time, what you need to do is, there is one more option. First install SEO Quake, then go into settings, search settings, results per page 100. Then the third option is, on your keyboard you have to click on Control F. On your keyboard, click on Control F. After you click on Control F on your keyboard, this option appears to you. Here, suppose your website is ODMT, then you have to click your ODMT name over here. Assume my website is Hey Bro, then I have to click on Hey Bro over here. Just observe this thing over here. I have clicked on Hey Bro. This is my website only, right? Heybro.blog is my website. Now, where I'm ranking for this particular keyword, I'm ranking at 22nd position. Instead of scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, you have to follow these 3 tips. The first one is SEO Quake, install and add it to the Chrome and add extension. Then the second one is go to settings and change the settings, search settings 100 per page. The third one is Control F. Don't forget Control F option, otherwise you have to waste your time and scroll. Now click on Control F and whatever your website name is there, you have to type your website name over here in this particular box. Now my website is Hey Bro, so I have clicked on Hey Bro. Now directly I can know, right? For this particular keyword, I am ranking at 22nd position on SCRP. It is good only because your website is not a new website and we have copied the content. It is not even original content. So as of now, it is really good. So for that particular keyword, we are ranking at 22nd position. Now let's take this and come back over here. We are ranking at 22nd position. Now we will see some other keywords. Go to your website. Let's see for this here also we have given some keywords. Let's see whether we are ranking or not. It is not mandatory that for every keyword you are going to rank. No, if somebody else have written a better content and targeted that particular keyword, then they will only rank on SERP. We will not rank. So for this particular keyword, let's see if we are ranking or not. I have already installed SEO Quick and I have already set my search settings as hundreds per page. Now click on Control F again. Again close this. Again hey bro. Hey bro. Now see over here for this particular website, where for this particular keyword, where am I ranking? I am ranking at 25th position. So again copy this particular keyword. I mean no need to copy, I am just copying to let you know. 25th position. Now again go back to your website, again see for which positions you are ranking or not. Like this, wherever you have given the keywords, you have to check where you are ranking for those particular keywords. Now I have already written over here for which keywords I'm ranking and all. See for this particular keyword also I'm ranking on SERP. Let's copy this. Copy and come back over here. Okay, this was a keyword. Now for this particular keyword, again, Control F, hey bro. Where I'm ranking for this particular position, this is the blog which we have written yesterday and submitted to Google. Where I'm ranking for top restaurant, I'm ranking at 9th position. It is really good, right? I have just submitted to Google just yesterday and today I'm ranking at 9th position. Like this, you need to do on-page SEO. So I have copied and I have pasted over there and come back over here. And this on-page SEO process, it is not going to end just like that. You are just by doing once, it will not end. This you have to keep continuously, you have to do it. You have to write blogs, add content to your website, do some changes, give different keywords. You have, this is a never-ending process actually. Just doing once will not work out. You have to always do it. And this is here I'm ranking at 9th position. You can see this is my blog. And for this particular keyword, I'm ranking at 9th position. Now you can search like this also. Now family and office meetings I am given. Let's search only for family if I'm ranking or not. Control F. Hey bro. No, I'm not ranking for this particular keyword. And let's see only for office meetings if you are ranking or not. There is no compulsory rule that you will be ranking for every keyword. You will not rank for every keyword because somebody else might have written a better content, or maybe they have a good backlinks, or maybe they have a very good traffic, or maybe their website is an old website. You cannot these are the ranking factors, so you cannot tell why that particular person is ranking and why I am not ranking. And you have to also remember that this is a copy pasted content and we have just pin voted it. Now assume that if for a copy pasted content only you are ranking at 14th position, then assume for original content where you are going to rank. For original content, obviously you'll be ranking at better positions. Now, but 14th position is really good because we are just done it yesterday and here today you are ranking. Generally, it takes lots of time. That is the reason we tell 6 to 8 months. So now, again for this keyword, top restaurants in Hyderabad for office meetings, I'm ranking at 14th position. Now somebody liked my, somebody like an user, if they want to read my content, they have to click over here. Directly they will go to my website and read that particular content. This is how you need to check whether you are ranking on SERP or not. For so many keywords, see, this is my content and they can read this particular content over here and they can give a comment also. About comment, we will learn in off-page SEO. There is a different topic. Okay, now again, go back. So this for this particular position, particular keyword, I'm ranking at 14th position, I guess. So let's keep it aside. 14th position. Here 22, 25, 14, and here I'm ranking at 8. Here also we'll see this one also budget friendly. Go over here, click on the, just enter the keyword and Control F. SEO Quake installing and search settings giving the results per 100 per page. You'll do only once. This Control F only, you have to just repeat it. So this also we are done with. Okay, I didn't copy the content properly. Copy and paste it over here. If you don't install and activate your SEO Quake, all these things you cannot do. So first make sure you install and add your SEO Quake to Chrome. Now for this particular keyword, I'm ranking at 11th position. It's already there over there. It is good. I'm ranking at 11th position. It is very good position. Your website is not any old website also, and then it does not have any great traffic also. So assume that now there are very big websites, who have very good domain, old domain, and huge traffic, who spend lots of money for Google Ads and all. So automatically their traffic also will increase. That is the reason their SEO ranking also will be really good. But if you do hard work and if you add original content and lengthy content, then there is a high chance that your website will come on top of SERP. Again, for some other keywords also, there are so many other keywords. For this particular keyword, I'm ranking at 28th position. Let's see. Paste. This is the resorts one, which we have written Heivro. So yesterday I was ranking at 28th position, but now somebody else might have a better content than me, and they might have good traffic, good backlinks. There might be an older website, or they might use some lengthy content, or their content might be original content. That is the reason your ranking has reduced. Now, to sustain your rankings, that means if you don't want to go below and below and below, you have to make sure that you do backlink, that is you follow off page SEO also simultaneously, on page and off page. Off page 30%, on page concentrate more. Now this, for this particular keyword, I'm ranking at 30th position. So we are not ranking, like our positions are not very bad. They are really good because you have just written yesterday, you have just submitted yesterday, and today you are ranking. It does not happen just like that. You have to make sure that you use very good keywords. And at the starting level, that means if your website is a new website, don't target the keywords which have high competition. Now, tourist places in Hyderabad, we have written, right? I don't think so. We are ranking anywhere for that particular keyword because tourist places in Hyderabad, it is a keyword which has lots and lots of demand because everybody will be writing regarding that particular topic. So whenever you are using now, Crystal, for your website also, don't use any famous keywords just now. Slowly, when you get some traffic to your website, slowly when your website is ranking on the top, like on whatever position, then you add good proper keywords. Because if you use very, very famous keywords with high competition and all the people who are very good at, who have old domains, who have good backlinks, they will only rank on SERP and you will be on nowhere. So make sure you have to be somewhere, right? So that is the reason you use some good keywords, very famous keywords also, but make sure you use some unique keywords also. So that for at least for those unique keywords, you'll be ranking on SERP and it does not become difficult. Because it is a slow process, suddenly you'll be not ranking for very good keywords just like that. First, try for some unique keywords. After that, slowly you'll be ranking for very good famous keywords also, which has very good competition. Now, this is about our blogs. Now, let's see ODMT, where ODMT is ranking. Digital marketing course in Hyderabad. Let's see if ODMT is ranking anywhere. Control F. Okay, I have to press ODMT, not Heivro. So because I'm searching for ODMT, I'm clicking on ODMT over here. If it is your website Heivro, then you have to click on Heivro. So I've clicked ODMT. Now for this particular keyword called digital marketing course in Hyderabad, we are ranking at 89th position. Now let's see digital marketing syllabus. Yeah, for this particular keyword where ODMT is ranking, let's see. For this particular keyword called digital marketing syllabus, ODMT is ranking at 21st position. Again, 2021. This is one more keyword. Don't think both the keywords are same. That is different and this is different. Now control here. ODMT. See where we are ranking for digital marketing syllabus 2021. We are ranking at 5th position. Now, if I click over here, where that particular person will go? Will they go into home page or will they go into syllabus page? They will directly go into syllabus page because I have submitted my syllabus page. I didn't submit my home page over there. For syllabus, if I want to, for home page, you need to submit home page. For syllabus, when you're talking about syllabus, submit the syllabus page only to the Google Search Console. Now see over here, your title. This is your page name. And what title we have given over here? Digital Marketing Course Syllabus. Now, Kushal, for your website, what is telling for About Us page? URL is not matching. That something over there for focus keyframe, some into mark is appearing for URL. Why into mark is appearing is you are in About Us page. Assume this is About Us page, and directly About Us page, About Us, it has taken the permalink has taken About Us as the URL name. But the thing is, your title of the particular page should match with the should match with the permalink over there. This is my page name. We have given a separate title also over here. This title by default permalink will take it as URL. So make sure you give some title over here for that About Us page. For that About Us page, make sure you give some title. See, I have just put the cursor over there. Now see, whatever the title I have given, Digital Marketing Course Syllabus 2021, it is going to appear over there. So whatever the title you give will appear over there when you put the cursor over here. And you have not given any title for that particular page. For that About Us page, you have not given a title. Make sure you give some title, and that title by default permalink will take it as your file name. Then that option where into mark you are getting, that will be ticked. So add some title over here, just under About Us, add some title like about 80 years, whatever it is, you add some title over there, and that by default it will take permalink will take it as a file name. So this is about how to check whether your website is ranking on SERP or not. How to check? The first one is install SEO Quake. After installing SEO Quake, just search Google search SEO Quake. After that, click on install button. After that, add to Chrome, then add extension. After adding extension, come back to your Google and search for any keyword. You will be like all the rankings you will be seeing, SEO rankings you'll be seeing for that particular keyword. This is about SEO page. Then after that, you do not know where you are ranking. What if you are ranking at 47th position? What if you are ranking at 36th position? You do not know that. To check where you are ranking, go to settings on SERP. Then after that, change the search settings as 100 per page, 100 results per page, 100 results per page. After doing this, the last step is on the keyboard, press Ctrl F. When you press on Ctrl F, one box is going to appear. Box appears on the top. There you have to enter your website name. Then in the results, it will be highlighted. That's it. And you can see where you are ranking and all. Site colon website URL is to check whether your website is indexed or not. Catch colon, catch colon, don't give spaces, catch colon, website URL is to check when did crawler visit your website, and how to spinboard the content. That means suppose you are copying content from somebody's website and you do not have your original content, don't directly copy the content from somebody's website. At least while copying, use this technique called spinboard. Just click on Google Spinboard, click on any website and enter the text over there, that is paragraph or text, whichever you want to copy. Then click on spin. Then what will happen? Your spinned content, that means the content which is rewritten, appears. Copy this content and paste in your website. Don't directly copy and paste it from other website. Do this and then paste it in your website. And that's it. What else? Yeah, Google Search Console and Webmaster tool also we have learned. Webmaster or Google Search Console. In Google Search Console, first log in. After that, if you log into your website via Gmail, if you log into your Gmail account, then directly no need to log in also. Directly it will take. When you click on Webmaster tool or Google Search Console, domain option will appear and URL prefix option will appear. Go under URL prefix option. You enter website URL. After entering your website URL, click on continue. When you click on continue, he will ask you to verify ownership. Do not click on the first one. Scroll down and go for HTML tag. Do not go for Google Analytics and Google Tag Manager, all those things. Go for HTML tag, click over here. Here a code appears. Copy the code and paste it in the website. Paste it in the website. Where you have to paste it in the website? On the website dashboard, that is on the WordPress dashboard. There is an option called appearance. Put the cursor on appearance, then under appearance, there is an option called theme editor. Click on theme editor. And when you click on theme editor, some code kind of text will appear. Besides that, on the right side, there is an option called header. Header, theme header or header, whatever it is, click on that header. Then code appears on the left side. Code appears on the left side. Here what you have to do is see where exactly head is starting. It will start under some 10th or 12th line. Then some random code will be there. Code will be there. After that, somewhere code will be ending. That is head section will be ending. Not complete code, but only head section will end. Just above this head section, paste the code. Just above the head section, paste the code. Now here also some content. Just above the head section, paste the code. That's it. And click on, scroll down and click on update file. That's it. After you update file over here, come back to your Google Search Console and here an option will be there called verify. Click on this option. Click on verify. After you click on verify option, some box kind of thing will appear. Just click on go to property. After that, what will happen? This is your Google Search Console. Here your website URL will appear, and here you have to enter for which page you want to be collected by Google. That means you want which page to be read by Google, which page you want to be crawled. That particular page. Suppose you want home page, then home page URL. About us page, then about us page URL. Don't take WP-admin URLs. Open your website in a new tab, then copy the URL. Like this, from here, I cannot copy anything. Open the website in a new tab. Like this, you have to open in a new tab. Now, suppose I want to crawl social media page. Then I have to take this social media page, then come back to over here. See, in this social media, WP-admin is not there. In test also, WP-admin is not there. Always open your website in a new tab. Then only copy the content. Don't copy WP-admin. That thing should not be there. Now, suppose I want this particular page to be crawled by Google. So what I will do, I will go over here. Now select which one. Okay, I'm in a, because I have so many properties, I have to select for which website. If you have one, then no need to select. Now here I have to request for crawling. I'm pasting that particular code, that particular website, that page URL, then click on enter. Retrieving data from Google Index. That means you are requesting for crawling. Okay, done. The first step of the 4 steps, the search engine, what search engine follows? The 4 steps: crawling, indexing, calculating relevancy, and ranking factors. So crawling we have requested. Now second is we have to request for indexing also. So here there is an option called request indexing. Click on request indexing option. Here this takes some 1 minute of time. Wait until your request will be successful. That's it. After that, wait for 12 hours. Before it was 6 to 8 hours, but now your sites are not getting indexed in less time. They are taking some 12 hours or 1 day, sometimes 2 days also it is taking. Have patience and wait for some time. That is at least for 12 hours you have to wait, 12 hours to 1 day. Then go on to Google and search for site : your website URL. Then see whether this particular page is indexed or not. After that, catch : also you can do when did the crawler visit your website. After that, if you want to see where you're ranking for a particular keyword, then you have to install a tool called SEO Quick. After installing SEO Quick, just go to settings on the Google, search settings, under settings, search settings, 100 results per page. Okay. After that, Control F on your keyboard and search for any particular keyword which you have used while doing on-page SEO. And for that keyword, you have to see where you are ranking. To see where you are ranking for that particular keyword, just Control F and enter your website name over there. Now suppose ODMT, hey bro, like that you have to enter, and that will be highlighted. Whether it is whether your position is 37, 47, 57, whatever it is, directly you'll be going over there. No need to scroll until 57 positions or 47 positions. That is the reason always install SEO Quick, search settings 100, and Control F option. Now coming to other topic. Web position analysis. This is very small topic. Actually, SEO Quick only this topic is about. Web position analysis. What is web position analysis? For a particular keyword, where your website is ranking is called as web position analysis. How to check web position analysis? With the help of SEO tool. Isn't it? For a particular keyword where your website is ranking, how will you check? With the help of SEO Quick tool, right? So for that, there is a name called web position analysis. So under web position analysis, you will go into SEO Quick, that is you will install and you'll check the position of a of your website for a particular keyword is known as web position analysis. That's it. And if somebody tells you to check the web position analysis of a particular website, then you have to tell these are the definition and install SEO Quick and follow all the steps. That is search settings, search settings, 100 results, and then controller. If they ask you how to check web position analysis, then these are the 3 steps: install, search settings, controller. If the definition of analysis, then keyword for a particular keyword where you are ranking for a particular website is known as web position analysis. That's it. Now coming to keyword density. This is one more small topic. Okay, keyword density we will learn. This is the last topic in on page. Keyword density. Keyword density is nothing but your focus key phrase will be there, right? That means whatever the content you are writing about, suppose you are writing about some Linux operating systems or something like that, then that particular thing is your focus key phrase. If you are writing about Sachin Tendulkar, then Sachin Tendulkar becomes your focus key phrase. If you are writing about tourist places in Hyderabad, then tourist places in Hyderabad becomes your focus key phrase. So what is keyword density? Keyword density is nothing but how many number of keywords, how many number of times you have repeated your focus key phrase by total number of words. Total number of words. How many number of times you have repeated your focus key phrase in your whole content? That means in that whole particular page by total number of words in that particular page. Now assume that you are writing about MS Dhoni and your blog is completely about MS Dhoni. And that means you cannot, okay, your blog is about MS Dhoni. Let's take the example. And keyword density is nothing but how many number of times you have repeated focus key phrase by total number of words into 100. Into 100. This is the equation of keyword density. Now assume that you have written a blog about MS Dhoni and you have used the word MS Dhoni 50 times. That means your focus key phrase you have repeated 50 times by and assume that your total number of words in your blog are 100. That means you have written a blog of 100 words and 50 words are filled with MS Dhoni. 50 words are filled with your focus key phrase. 50 words are filled with tourist places in Hyderabad or resorts in Hyderabad. Now, what will happen? Into 100 also you need to do. How much will be the score? Is equals to, it will be 50%. So the keyword density score will be 50%. Total number of times you have repeated the focus key phrase, that is MS Dhoni, in a particular blog which is of 100 words, you have repeated MS Dhoni word only 50 times. And by total number of words are my 100. 100 in that 50 are MS Dhoni and some 50 are some other words. So 50 by 100 into 100, it will become some 50%. So your keyword density for this particular focus key phrase will be 50%. But it should not be this much. How much it should be is, it should always be less than 6%. Less than 6%. Your keyword density for every page or every blog for anything, it should be less than 6%. It should not be more than 6%. So do not use your focus key phrase in the complete blog. N number of times you have to not use. If you are getting a chance to use, you use it. But just by filling your focus key phrase, you cannot. It is one of the black hat kind of a technique. Don't use focus key phrase many times. Yes, form a sentence by use of focus key phrase and all, but still make sure you don't, your score is not more than 6%. Your score for a particular page or a post should be less than 6%. How to calculate keyword density? Number of times you have repeated your focus key phrase by total number of words into 100. Example, we have taken 50 by 100 into 100, it is 50%. It is wrong. It will come under which black hat technique? It will come under, Pranita? If I stuff my keyword, then it will come under which black hat technique? Sorry.
Black hat.
Yeah, which black hat technique? If I stuff my keyword in my page or a website, it comes under which black hat technique? Now I'm stuffing my word, right? I'm stuffing this MS Dhoni word 50 times. I've stuffed. Then it is known as which black hat technique? Keyword stuffing.
Keyword stuffing.
Yes. If you do this, if it is this much, if the score is more than 7%, then it will go under a black hat technique called keyword stuffing. So do not stuff your keywords. That is the reason it should always be less than 6%. And Google says always write at least 4,000 words. Always write at least 4,000 words should be there in your content. But we cannot add that much content. So at that time, you can at least go for 500 to 1,000 words. If you are unable to add 4,000 words, make sure you have at least 500 to 1,000 words. That's it. This is about keyword density. Make sure your keyword density score is less than 6%. Otherwise, it will be counted as a black hat technique, which is a keyword stuffing. And Google says to use at least 4,000 words. But we are not any content writers to add that much content. We are marketers. So if you are unable to add that much content, make sure you use at least 500 to 1,000 words. This is enough. So this is about keyword stuffing, and web position analysis is nothing but for a particular keyword where your website is ranking is known as web position analysis. And how to check web position analysis? With the help of SEO Quake, you are going to check your web position analysis. Just install SEO Quake, search settings, control here. And this thing you already know, Google Search Console, copy the HTML tag, paste it in the theme editor under the head. That means just above the where the head is ending, just above that you need to paste the code and click on update file, and in Google Search Console, click on verify. That's it. Yeah, domain and URL, always go for URL prefix option. And Spinboard is used to spin the content. And site colon, catch colon. Indexed or not, and catch colon, crawled or not. And that's it. And SEO rankings, this leave it, we will learn it later. And how to check? We have checked for all these keywords we are ranking on SERP. Now, how will you know? Other small topic, guys. So sorry, I forgot. One more small topic is how to check whether your content is a copied content or not. It is very small topic, 2 minutes. How to check whether your content is copied or not? There is a tool called plagiarism. I only forgot the spelling. So let's take off here directly. Yeah, there is a tool called plagiarism checker. Go into this plagiarism checker tool, and here go for this. Anything you can go. I'm just going into this small SEOtools.com. Now, if you want to know whether your content is a copied content or not, somebody else's website is copied content or not, then what you need to do is you have to just copy that particular content and just paste it over here. Then you can see whether it is copied content or not. Now this content is there over here. Obviously, it is copied content. Though we have what do I say? We have pinboarded the content, but still it will be copied content only. We can see with the help of plagiarism. Now I have copied the content over here. Come back over here and paste it over here. Okay. So I have pasted the content over here. Then scroll down. Then click on I'm not a robot. Check plagiarism. Then it will tell you whether it is whether the content is copied or not. 100% it is going to tell you that your content is a copied content only, because we have copied the content. Though you have spinboarded the content, still with the help of plagiarism checker, we can know whether it is a copied content or a real content, that is original content. That is the reason never ever copy the content from others. See, we have copied the content, we are ranking at some position on SCRP. Now imagine if we write really original content, where are we going to rank? Page unresponsive. Page over here. Check plagiarism. It is loading. Okay, for some reason these both are loading. But what you have to do is just copy the content from your website or from somebody's website and just click on plagiarism checker. Then some tools will appear. Copy the content over here and click on plagiarism checker over here. After that, yeah, after that he will tell you how much copied content is there in your website. Like percentage, it will tell you 80%, 70%, 50%, like that. They will tell you how much is the copied content. So this website is also not reacting. I mean, I cannot reach it right now. Okay, we'll see for this plagiarism one more time. I'll tell you in Monday's class. For now, it is not loading. So done. That's it. And if you are inserting a keyword in a title, it is known as title optimization. Title optimization. If you are inserting a keyword in an image, it is known as image optimization, and total complete thing is known as on-page optimization. This is how you need to do on-page optimization for each and every page post of your website. And if you really want to rank on SCRP, add many pages. Here in ODMT, we can see only 7 pages, but inside there are thousands of pages are there. So always add more amount of pages so that you'll be ranking on SCRP. That's it about on-page SEO. That's it. Thank you, Kujal and Vanita, for today's class. It is already 1.